Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. Roderick Ragsdale, today is your birthday. I wanted to say happy birthday from me, the greatest brother you could have ever hoped for. Oh, and my wife Brittany, who's back there motioning. You better give me credit also. And we decided to do a little quiz that Brittany picked out. So without further ado, let's go on with the questions.
Okay, so who is older?
I am.
Who has the best sense of style?
Since my sense of style is set at zero, it would be impossible for him not to have better style. But he also has really good sense of style to where even if we're hanging around in the house and we're both wearing sweats, he's wearing matching sweats and like they're pressed and ironed, and I look like his butler. So him.
Who has the biggest appetite?
He does. It's not even close. Like we're talking like if anybody's ever watched Lord of the Rings and you saw how much hobbits eat, where it's like breakfast, pre-breakfast, post-breakfast, lunch, pre-dinner, that's my brother. So yeah.
If you were born first, what was your reaction to your new sibling?
I thought for the first month or so that it was a baby girl, so I kept talking about my little sister. That comes straight from my mom.
What is your best childhood memory of your sibling?
Of my brother, he might not even remember this, but I remember when he was seventh or eighth grade, and he was playing basketball, and they were against a team that the other team had been stacked, and they were against him. And at the very last minute, with my brother down by one, he steals the ball, dribbles down the court, puts a layup in right before the buzzer, so they win the game. Then, of course, they had to play them for whatever reason. Play again, they got killed the second game, so it kind of negated it. But that was one of my favorite moments with my brother.
What is your funniest moment with your brother?
Oh, funniest moment. Um, Maybe not, but a cool memory that I have is when we were kids. My parents, for whatever reason, let us have sweatshirts that had Bart Simpson on them. So my brother, the image of my brother walking around with a Bart Simpson sweatshirt that said Raji on it, is probably a great image that he will enjoy for the rest of his life.
That's funny. What is your most memorable? What is his most memorable achievement?
I would like to say, obviously, picking out a great wife and getting married and finding somebody to actually lock him down, that's memorable to me. But I would say for him, graduating college, because, others have failed in that regard. So I think for him, graduating and going to grad school and then finding a nice job and moving off.
What did you most fight about as children?
We didn't fight a lot, and that's what people find hard to believe. We actually did not fight as kids. I think we were just far enough in age to where we had different groups, so we there wasn't a whole lot of interaction. So I remember us fighting more as adults, I would say, than kids. Ah, I have something for you. One of my favorite memories of my brother that is funny in retrospect is when he first went down to Montgomery, he called me up one day and he was like, "Hey, I'm staying at a friend's house and I'm about to watch their television." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "If I turn on the TV and watch their cable, is that going to run up their cable bill?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "If I watch their TV, will it run up their cable bill?" I was like, "Nah, man, you're good." He's like, "You sure?" Because like I'm staying here today and I don't want to mess up the bill. I was like, "You're good. Trust me." So that's one of my favorites.
Do you feel like you're closer now as adults or when you were children?
Adults now, because especially with cell phones and everything. As kids, like I said, he and I could leave the house and both be gone for the entire day and maybe not even see each other. But now, as adults, if I don't talk to him like 2 or 3 days, one of us is gonna call the other one and be like, "What's going on?"
All right, what is your favorite thing about him?
Um, are we gonna like trying to cry or something? Like my favorite thing about my brother is that I know no matter what happens, like he's always gonna be there for me. Like I posted this today on Facebook, so if anybody saw, I went through a tough time once, and I called my brother every single day, and he never wavered. He never hesitated to pick up the phone. It was like I know sometimes I called him at work because it was, "Hey, yeah, you okay?" But he was always like I know without a shadow of a doubt, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that my brother would always be there for me.
Aww. Lighter note, what is your least favorite thing about Raj?
So my brother likes to play little games on his own, and that game is called Torment Whoever you are talking to. So if we're sitting there and we're having a conversation, I'm like, LeBron just scored that basket. He'll go, "What?" Yeah, LeBron just scored that basket. He'll go, "What?" I said, "LeBron just scored." He'll go, "Yes." If he gets you to repeat something 3 times, he feels like he's won. You never know when it could be. It could be a serious conversation. It could be a goofy conversation. You just realize, oh, he can hear me. He just likes tormenting you. Very strange.
Describe him in 3 words or less.
Easy, breezy, beautiful. Cover girl.
Okay. What would you say you guys are most competitive at doing?
Everything. Like, I know you're like, names. No, if we're playing Tecmo Bowl, if we're playing Taboo, my brother played horse against me and beat me and posted it on Facebook 2 seconds after it happened. But the thing we're most competitive about right now is pool because I whoop him every time.
Who is most creative?
Me?
Best singing voice?
Neither, I imagine. I can't. I'll say this about myself. When I was young, I sang so bad that they made me sit to the side in the middle of, like, they wouldn't let me sing. I just had to sit next to him. So if he has never had a thing like that happen, then him. But I don't imagine any of us are going to be dropping any records anytime soon.
Great. Do you have a nickname for each other?
Him is Raj. I don't know. My mom calls me her bear. I don't think Raj ever calls me that though. So his is Raj,
Raji
which
and
is funny
Herbie?
because all his friends drop the G and they call him Rod. So I don't know who Rod is. To me, he's Raj or Raji, and I think I'll always be Herb or Herbie.
Who's the most talkative?
I'm gonna go him, I guess, because I go through spurts. But like when we talk on the phone, it's equal.
Who's the most intelligent?
Me. I mean, it's not even close. No offense. The best thing he did was marry Sydney, and then hopefully she'll carry him through for the rest of the time.
Oh my God. Which one of you got in trouble the most as kids?
I had one stretch in 4th grade where I went to the principal's office 4 times. I think that was the last time any of us ever got in trouble all life through high school. I think Rod saved up all his trouble from Montgomery. So thanks to the Montgomery boys, he turned him into a delinquent.
What is your favorite game to play as kids?
Tecmo Bowl on the Nintendo.
And as adults?
Taboo.
Oh yeah, we love
Yeah,
Taboo.
we love Taboo.
What is one thing your sibling cannot live without?
Sydney. I got you, Raj.
That's a good one. If your sibling could, what's the one movie, if they had to choose one movie to watch the rest of their life, only one, what would it be?
I'm going to cheat a little bit and I'll give him the Star Wars trilogy, the original, none of these other fakers that came out.
Okay. Which one of you is daddy's boy?
I don't know.
Which one of you is mommy's boy?
He's mommy's boy. So maybe I'm daddy's. I don't know.
I think you get the most questions out of your dad.
Yeah.
Which one of you is the most likely to turn out like your mom or dad?
Raj is more likely to turn out like my mom, and I'm more likely to turn out like my dad. I can see me and my dad with all the technology and everything, and Raj like my mom, like never leaving the house without looking like you're 100% best.
What is the weirdest habit that your sibling has?
The aforementioned habit of making conversations difficult. Like I don't get where it's like make you repeat stuff several times, or here's the other one that he does. If you're like, hey, if LeBron has 30 points in the game, they're gonna win. He'll say to you, you know what? They're gonna win if LeBron has 30 points, and present it like it's a totally original idea. He loves doing that. I have no idea why. You just look at him like, really? No.
Okay, what is the one thing that has changed about him as he's gotten older?
Probably his sense of responsibility. I think when we were in school, he would come in and be like, how come we don't have any food? I'm going to the grocery. I'm like, you got to buy that stuff. And now I've seen him kind of grow into a very responsible young man.
Okay, what is one thing that your parents do not know that you guys got away with as kids?
I wish we had something good, but everything that ever happened bad, they know about. And there was nothing that we got into together. Plus, my mom just joined Facebook, so even if there was something, I would never tell you right now.
That's a good one. So I guess this next question, have you conspired to keep secrets from your parents?
Never.
Good answer. Good answer.
Love you, Mom.
Okay, so if someone put a gun to your brother's head and asked them to sing a song without missing one single word.
Regulators! Mount up! Sorry, was that the yes? Okay.
Yeah, okay. What is your sibling's favorite sports team?
The Alabama Crimson Tide.
Okay. What is his, so if he was a movie,
Yes.
if his life was a movie, what would it be?
Menace to Society.
Okay, who is the funniest?
Me. He's okay, but like I'm next level.
Who is the laziest?
Probably me. But I imagine if you called us both on a Saturday, you're gonna get about the same level of laziness. But definitely me.
Who's more likely to volunteer?
Me.
Who is more likely to run for office?
Him. I got too much in my past.
Okay. Who's most likely to become a celebrity?
Him. He already looks like Chris Tucker. And he's got the style. I'd be that celebrity that you saw in sweats, clicking pictures of. So definitely him.
And last one, who's most likely to fart in an elevator?
Him. And then, blame it on other people, talk about it, and then just start laughing even if you had discovered it. So him.
All right, that's it.
All right, Raj, I love you. Hope you had a great birthday and hope you enjoyed the video.
Love you. Happy birthday.